What up, y'all? We are at the HowlsoverBaaz podcast studio. Come on through and let me show you guys what we're working with here. Alright, so this is the inside of the studio where the magic happens. We have everything here. We got the microphones, the cameras, the whole setup. So let's go over a little bit about what we have with the setup, and I'll kind of give you an estimate of what everything will cost at the end. So listen up. So let's start with the most important thing for a podcast, which is the microphones. You can't have a podcast without good audio. So here we have some of the best audio in the game when it comes to microphones, especially for podcasts. This is the Shure mics. So there we go. We have 5 microphones on the table, then we have 3 under the table if we have extra guests. So we're talking about 8 microphones in total, and these are top of the line ones, especially for podcasts. Shure mics, they can run a bit expensive, but if you want that quality sound, you're gonna want to have quality mics. So with that, we have the Audio Technica headphones, very good. They give you that quality sounds for the guests. They can all hear and experience what quality is coming through here. So it's good to have a good headset and microphones. With that, let's go to the next important thing, which are the cameras. So in this studio, it took some time, but we did manage to mount all the cameras. We mounted all the cameras. We have 4 Sony FX30s, and we have an A7 III and an A7R2. So 6 cameras in total. I'll tell you why these ones are so important and what makes them so good. I'm talking about the FX30s. So these are the main cameras that we like to focus on, is the FX30s. And what makes them really important for a podcast is because if you have podcasts that go longer than like an hour or so, a lot of other cameras will overheat because they don't have a built-in fan. But the FX30s actually have a built-in fan. They have a built-in fan, plus they have a pretty good battery. So you're not going to experience any burnout or anything like that. So you can just keep on going and going and going. We have them plugged up to the charger, so we don't have to even worry about batteries. So if you want a good camera that's going to last long without you having to think about overheating, FX30 is the way to go. So we have them all mounted up. Let's come through a little bit here. We have lights. You gotta have the lights, make some ambience. We have 4 lights on the floor. Get some nice background going there. And then I'll show you a little nice toy we have in here. Definitely not necessary, but if you want to give your podcast a little bit of dynamic movement, something to go the extra mile on quality and view, we have this here, a mounted slider. You're not going to be seeing those in a lot of podcasts. This is just like a specialty thing here. So what this does is we have a wide camera here on the FX30, and that's just going to give some dynamic movement to the podcast. Visually pleasing. It gets everything from here all the way here. So it's a nice little like extra quality that we did in here, extra love and care for the podcast. Okay, other than that, we have 2 lights here. 2 lights. We have all the logos and whatnot in the TV. We mounted the TV here, so everyone on the podcast here, all the guests, all the hosts, can read the chats. They can see the camera views. They can interact fast with everything going on that pops up right away. So it's a cool little thing here to have. And that's kind of the whole thing here. It's kind of the whole thing. So like I said, if you guys watched all the way through. Oh, actually, can't forget about what goes on in the background. So I'm going to tell you guys what goes on in the background, and then I'm going to give you guys an estimated cost of everything. So let's get through here first. So here we have the host here. This is the host. We have the co-host. This is Jacob, Ambition, the host of the show. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit here. So we have the laptop. You got to have a laptop. It doesn't have to be the best laptop, so I'm not going to really go over that too much. But what we have here, this is the A10 Mini Extreme. This is what you want to have if you want to have multiple cameras. This is an 8 camera system. So as you see on the TV here, we have 4 cameras already set up, but there's 4 more that could be on. We have 2 more that's not on yet. So the 810 Mini Extreme, way to go if you want to have 8 camera systems. And then we have the Rodecaster Pro. To me, this is probably like top of the line sound. Yeah, so the Rodecaster Pro, to me, that's like a top of the line soundboard if you want to have like quality sound. There's other soundboards that are as good pretty much, but for the ease and the quality you get with the Rodecaster Pro, I think to me that's a no-brainer when it comes to like both ease and the quality. It is a bit more pricey though. So when it comes to price, what do you think we're working with here? What's your guess? I'm gonna give you a second to think about it, and then I'll tell you what it really is here. Thought about it? All right, so the total price here is gonna be about a rough estimate of about $25,000 when it comes to cameras, microphones, headphones, TVs, soundboards, the 810 Mini Extreme, logos, everything. And this, everything you see here is about a $25,000 setup. So if you do want something a bit more on the pricier side, but you want that quality to where it's not super, super expensive, because it could be a lot more, but if you want something like that, expect to pay about $25,000. But here's the thing, if you guys need any help and have some questions on how to even get started with this, hit us up. This is JD Media Productions, and we can help you get through or walk you through different levels of podcasts, from a $2,000 setup to a $25,000 setup. So hit us up. We're always here to help you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one.